Remember, reach out and touch that son wheresoever he locate. Father, guide and protect him, teach him more and better. The ministers I bring before you, each and every one of them, this our Lord. Father God, the world at large is in your hand. You are the maker of all the children in the world. I know you are the one who could control each and every one of you children. You say we are the sheep in the pasture, and you know each and every one of us by our different voices. Remember the entire force I bring before you. Pass by our police station. Each and every one of them, those on duty and those out of duty. I bring each and every one before you this morning, Lord. Father God, the SSU is in your hand. Father, pass by the camp this hour, Lord. Wheresoever they locate, wheresoever they dwell in, guide and protect them this hour, blessed Lord. Father, all workers I bring before you this hour, blessed Lord. Throughout the world, Father, in a time like now, Father, oh God and our King, remember the crime and them, Jesus. Father, some are sick and some are sad. Some even love the love they have. But, oh God, Jesus, take charge and control over the youth, the adults, the little ones. My God, have mercy on us. Father, mercy I ask, and mercy is our total plea. Pass by every village, pass by every parish, pass by every country, pass by every creek and every corner where the road is dark. Make it bright this hour, blessed Lord. Father, change your water into wine. My God and my King this morning, Lord. Remember we children this morning, each and every one of them, Master. Take them in charge. You are the maker. Change their mind. Pass by all those that lost the loved one. Remember them this hour, blessed Jesus. You know the ups and you know the downs, the sorrows and the pain. But remember them in the dose of mercy this morning, blessed Lord. You country again. You country, Jesus. My God, every church and every chapel, every minister on the gospel, Father, help them to call you season out of season until they behold the right season this hour, blessed Lord. I bring that son before you this morning, blessed Lord. Father, reach out and touch him. Thanking you for health and for strength and for life, for mercy. He whom what he left behind. Keep it safe night and day. Remember each and every one who are in that home, my God and my King. Mr. Andrew this morning, Lord. I bring that son before you and I lift him up to you. Father, you know everything about him. What could I tell you what you don't know concerning him? The offspring of his body. I bring each and every one of them. All those who are they dwelling with. Pass by each and every one of them. My God, the stuff I bring before you. Each and every one of them. Both male and female, they are in your hand. Provide for them. It might be small as a mustard seed, but share the blessing unto each and every heart of them this hour, blessed Lord. My God and my King. This hour, blessed Lord. Remember Miss Matterson. I bring that data before you and I lift her up to you. Father, look over this hour, Lord. Father, do for what she cannot do for herself. Father, guide and protect her. Father, pass by she home. My God and my Redeemer. Remember Miss Joe, I bring before you. Remember this hour, blessed Lord. Remember Jesus, my God and my King. Miss Jacob. All those in all different home, I bring them before you. Remember Miss Jacob this hour, blessed Lord, my God and my King, the boat, the plane, the bosses, the driver, the conductor, the passenger, my village and my people this hour, blessed Lord. Remember each and every one, as you tell the disciples to say, our Father which art in heaven, you say, holy be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us the days our daily bread and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from all evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen and amen. Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you very much.
Okay, pleasant day.
You too.
All right.
All right, bye.
Where you walk, what you say, when you talk, where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
Let me say good morning to Basecar inside of London, England. Always locking it down. Yvonne Roberts, good morning to you. Hominia Battis, good morning. I hope I got your name right.
You gotta be careful.
Errol, good morning. Mr. Climbs, good morning. Gemma Warwood, good morning to you guys. Everybody locking it down via the YouTube, good morning to you. People locking it down via the tuning app, good morning. Noise Radio inside of Brooklyn, always locking it down. Keep spreading the good word, brother.
You gotta be
Bless up yourself. J Wonder, you good? Gillan Noel, good morning to you as well. Mr. Lennox, good morning. Mr. Maxwin Belfont, good morning to you. Now some folks inside of Canada always locking it down too. Aunt and uncle always in. Spread the word, share the link.
without fear.
Let's get more listeners up on that side.
Greed and jealousy.
Got some people inside of Union Islands locking it down this morning as well.
In that jungle of
Hold the faith. You got to be.
you gotta be careful. How you move when you're moving. Which direction you going. You gotta be careful.
Just a reminder for you at Velma's restaurant and bar. She got for breakfast, she got fried breadfruit, bakes, fried fish, and chicken. And she got herbal tea. For lunch, she has dry pea soup with dumplings and grung provision. Nice. And vegetarian pea soup with local juice. And for dinner, burgers and fries as usual. So if you're feeling for something to eat, you're inside of St. Patrick's, go check out Velma's restaurant and bar.
For happiness.
If you don't know the place and you're listening to me right now, just ask somebody where is High Street.
Room for lonely.
You'll find it there in 1 minute. 11 minutes past 7 o'clock, the time is moving.
All of a sudden.
Remember at 7:20 we got the weather. And then we're gonna bang.
You gotta be careful.
Watch them.
You gotta be careful. With what you do and how you're doing it. If you do,
We say good morning to Mr. Sylvan. I can't forget you, brother.
be careful.
Good partner, you know. Folks listening inside of Victoria, good morning to you.
Careful.
Have a blessed one. Can't forget my good friend Wendy and always locking it down too. My good friend Cindy. Good morning.
From the north, covering south, east, and west. This is Real FM.
Hungry, anyone? You heard about it, and it's finally here. Velma's Restaurant and Bar, located High Street Satyrs in St. Patrick. They're open from 6 a.m. until midnight. Breakfast is available from 6 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. On the menu is roast bake, sawfish, and many, many mouth-watering items. Lunch is a close second, with items that can be grilled to your satisfaction. We have steamed fish and other seafoods too. For the health-conscious ones, we provide vegan and vegetarian dishes. Looking for something that will hit the spot? From 5 p.m. until close, come and enjoy our burgers and fries. At Velma's, we cater and host parties. We have an on-site bakery where you can place your orders for fruitcakes and other pastries. We also have local juices. Listen to Real FM for your daily menu to place your order in advance. Call us at 419-5622. That number again, 419-5622. Velma's Restaurant and Bar. Come eat lunch with us.
Who
wants to save 30%? Everybody. Now more than ever, Flow understands the need to make your dollar stretch. Our new bundles can help you save 30% off your current bill. Plus, get a free speed upgrade on your in-home internet. Simply add your mobile to your current home services account and save 30%. It's easy. Sign up now and save. All on the most reliable fixed and mobile network on island. Visit a Flow store or call us at 1-800-804-2994 for more information. Flow, it only gets better. Terms and conditions apply.
It's back. The Ticket to the Street Dance Competition. Hosted by the Division of Culture. Tanti Netball Court. Friday, 2nd June 2023. 7 p.m. sharp. Children, $5. Adults, $10. Come witness the incredible performances by our dynamic youths as they compete to be Grenada's top hip-hop dance guru.
Do I have your attention?
Sponsored by the Government of Grenada, Blue Bubbles PA Rental and Event, National Lotteries Authority, Dana's Tasty Food, Grenada Trade Center, The Computer Store, Grenada Limited, Grenada Bottling Company Limited, Glenelg Spring Water, Super Distributors Incorporated, Hopkins Sisters, W Top Fashion, and T's Boutique. Friday, 2nd June, Tontine Hardcore. See you there. Take it to the streets. Dance competition. Who will it be?
Call me Megatron, just did a telethon.
Grenada, do you know of any other business that keeps giving and giving like the NLA? Nah, the National Lotteries Authority is second to none. And this time, they are giving away free lottery tickets. For every 5 bets placed on Daily Cash 4, Daily Pick 3 or Playway games in a single purchase, you will automatically receive a free $1 Quick Pick ticket of the same game played. The more bets and multiples of 5 you make, the more free Quick Pick tickets you will receive. Yes, folks. Be sure to collect your free Quick Pick tickets daily as you play. Promotion ends Friday, 2nd June. Terms and conditions apply. See online for details. NLA, making your dreams come true.
91.5 Real FM got you covered.
Say good morning again to Kathleen Knights. Baby daddy, you in? I see you. Carl, are you? Use Carl. Natalia John, good morning. Pearl Charles. Menace or Menance? Morning to you guys. Remember, share the link, spread the word. Antonito, good morning.
To swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do.
Veronica Edwards.
You gotta be careful.
You have to be careful in this day and age. 17 minutes past 7 o'clock. At 7:20, I give you the weather.
Where you go, when you walk.
Then I'll give you a story about the driver.
What you say when you're talking. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful.
Just a friendly reminder again, if you're inside of St. Patrick's and you're looking for some breakfast this morning, be sure to check out Velma's Restaurant and Bar, High Street. Sauters.
Of life without fear.
Let's head over to the phone and see who's there. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Good morning to the nation. I'm reading from the Word of God, Matthew chapter 1, verses 5. And there went out unto him all the land of Judah, and they of Jerusalem, and were all baptized of him in the river of Jordan, confessing their sins. And John was clothed with camel here and with a gobble of a scheme about his loins. And he did eat locusts and wild honey. And the preaching saying, there cometh one might than I after me, that leech of whose shoes I am not worthy to stoop down and unloosed. And I indeed have baptized you with water, but he shall baptize you with the Holy Ghost. This is the end of the scripture.
Thank you very much.
And you have a wonderful day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Where you walk, what you say, when you talk, where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, birds of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Where you go when you're walking, what you say when you're talking. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful. I say we have to prepare to meet the challenges of life without fear. Greed and jealousy, hatred and envy, man, you have to move with care in that jungle out there.
Good morning again as we head over to the Met office. We're speaking with Miss Vondi Cyrus. Good morning.
Good morning to you and to your listeners. It is a fair morning at the MBIA. Winds are from the east at 18 miles per hour. Barometric pressure is 1014.7 millibars and is above normal and rising. Present temperature is 28.3 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity is 85%. Yesterday's maximum temperature is 30.4 degrees Celsius. Our last night's minimum temperature 27.2 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, there was a trace of rainfall at the MBIA. Hence, the total for the month remains at 68.7 millimeters. Now let's look at the public forecast valid for tonight for the state of Grenada. The weather is expected to be generally fair, slightly hazy and breezy, becoming partly cloudy during the afternoon with brief isolated showers. Maximum temperature 31.5 degrees Celsius. Wind easterly to east-southeasterly at 20 miles per hour. Seas slight to moderate with waves 3 to 5 feet in open waters. Tides are currently falling, will be low at 8 a.m., high at 1:45 p.m., low again at 7:15 p.m. Today is sunset 6:29, tomorrow's sunrise 5:42. Just to recap the public forecast for the state of Grenada for today and tonight, the weather should be generally fair, slightly hazy and breezy, becoming partly cloudy during the afternoon with brief isolated showers. From the Met Office, this is Wandy Cyrus. Have a great day.
All right, you too. Take care. It's real. It's 91.9. We're going to take a break and we'll be back after this.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway, St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials, including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel, and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens, and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&N Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices, or call us 444-6757, Hope 440-6757, Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&N Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
Ozone really gets it clean. Get with the Ozone family line of products. Ozone liquid laundry detergent, perfect for your semi or fully automatic washing machines, yet suitable for your hand wash, soft on your hands. Ozone disinfectant cleaner. It's the most powerful disinfectant and cleaner with a long-lasting fresh scent. Tackles every job around the house or office. Ozone detergent powder and ultra soft fabric softener gets your clothes clean with a natural freshness. Keeps your colors bright. Choose from the wonderful scents, soft flower, ocean breeze, and the new aloe vera. Keep your kitchen sparkling clean with the Ozone dishwashing liquid, Ozone sponges, and cleaning cloth. Ozone toilet bowl cleaner removes lime scale and kills germs while giving your toilet a refreshing scent. Ozone really gets it clean. Marketed and distributed by Calico, Frequente St. George's, and are available at shops and supermarkets nationwide.
Make money, make money, 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 make money, money.
$3,000 every week for 3 months.
What?
Yes, it's the NLA's Crazy Cash Giveaway Promotion. Every week from April 11th to June 30th. 3 lucky Daily Games customers will randomly win $1,000 each week. Imagine winning as much as $36,000 in 12 weeks.
How?
Spend $12 in a single purchase on Daily Cash 4, Daily Pick 3, or Playway. Look for the words Cash Winner on your tickets to collect $1,000. The more you spend $12 on your favorite daily games, the more chances you have to win. Must be 18 or older to participate. All prizes must be collected by July 7th, 2023. Other terms and conditions apply. See stores for details. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Make money, make money, 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 make money, 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 money.
Zizzy's Minimart, located in Montrose St. Patrick, is where you feel all your grocery needs. Looking for a variety of items? Visit Zizzy's Minimart. We're open Monday to Thursday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., on Fridays from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and on Sundays from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Call us today, 457-1100. That number again, 457-1100. Come to Zizzy's, where you shop more and spend less.
From the north, covering south, east, and west. This is Real FM.
Tell me candid, they too wicked, far too crooked. That is the frequent comment I hear. Too one-sided, underhanded, can't be trusted. This is the opinion, yes again. For their own abuses, they keep making excuses. Housing crack up Mova, they unleash the lawyer. Set up an inquiry just to get Kid Rowley. But they wouldn't sue the false paper screw. I don't need to talk close to tell them go. Hurry, pack up your bundle now. Stop fooling the people. The country taking a beating. So maybe I repeat it. Go. They're like a natural disaster. Now. 10 times worse than Ebola. Like a dog with fleas and tongue on their knees. And I'm begging. Streets turn into rivers, then into seas. Is why I'm singing. Please. Accidental, detrimental, could be lethal. Are you willing to take that chance? Much too seedy, day too greedy, eyes too beady. Honeymoon end before the romance. We expect corruption, but now without check or interruption. That a few might stuff the pocket, but not racket by the pocket. From the constant comments, we get no recess. Before things fall apart and the riot starts. Even in chutney, I'll tell them go. Make it sooner than later.
Morning, Igwe.
Morning, Igwe. Morning to the listeners of Real FM, Real Expressions for Wednesday, the 31st May. June is next month. 1 year. Political Wednesday, where everything political could, will, and should be discussed here. Grenada is my constituency, Igwe. Real FM is my parliament. And I'm the people's spokesman. And I'm protected by the Ancient of Days, so I'm fearless. I have no fear. Morning, Real FM people. Igwe. The transformational agenda is taking perfect shape. And I intend to speak on it because we have 1 year. 1 year coming up. So the first part here goes. After almost 1 year, the transformation agenda is finally clearer and real meaning has taken prominent shape right before our eyes. That's the Grenadian people. Brother Jude, an ardent supporter of the decolonization project in an attempt to derail Senator Cox. Senator Cox was on some GBN thing. Until the point yesterday, has introduced a new word to define restorative justice. He said it is realignment, meaning to put back something that is off course. Whether realignment, Igwe, purging, victimization, or spite, it epitomizes the essence and philosophy of the National Democratic Congress government. What is evident is that they are defining their vision as they execute in the most obscene way what should be the people's business. Permit me to add another word to the transformation agenda, which I find to be an appropriate synonym, and this is the word voodoo, Igwe. The Commissioner of Police, Mr. Martin, who is still the choice to hold the office, must be under some obia to be holding exit meetings telling officers a blatant untruth that ill health is the reason for his departure. When 100,000 jab know he's been pushed out, maybe nobody tell him to go directly, but it is obvious that this is a fact, masterful decolonization project at work. How can anyone say different when almost immediately after June 23rd election, Mr. Vanny Cohen and Miss Maureen Stanislaus were rammed down the throat to start reaping havoc, even though Superintendent / Assistant Commissioner of Police Cohen had multiple investigations hanging over his head, and ASP Stanislaus woefully lacking in competence in comparison to senior ASP Pax, who held the office position and was given a position demoted. When they rained down terror on Tafawa Pier, Mr. Martin went mute. What possible damage could have been done to him if he defended his pick for deputy commissioner? Because Mr. Martin what recommended Taft for deputy commissioner. A man with an almost perfect appraisal, because everybody saw the appraisal on social media. The same Carnot who he trusted is an inside mastermind of the decolonization project, accompanying him from station to station, celebrating the death of his car. It's like a third night week, you know, so after your death, you have third night week, either. As the followers of decolonization project within the RGPF celebrate Martin's demise, they should quickly accept that the demise has just begun. What is started is not yet complete. It is only getting started. Grab your popcorn and get a front seat. As Brother Valentino sang, the show must go on. One insider said, the return of Prince is like resurrecting the dead. Someone got to ask him to name his claim to fame. And the other diehard was yet the return of the man that crushed the cell phone, who was investigated as the principal in Legate and suspected to be the author of several pieces in a certain failed tabloid, crowns it all off as the worst decision of the millennium. The skeletons will start rushing out of the closet soon. But then again, having the Vex man as the National Security Advisor is a worse decision than that. He must also know the leaks have only just started. Burn your belly. Let's wait this morning for the PM rambling on his fake control nothing conference about the RGPF. So later on this morning we go hear about it, Igwe. And how Humpty Dumpty will be put back again. One expert hinted that based on the damage done to the RGPF and the cadre of leaders currently forced the organization, it would take approximately 20 years before seeing any semblance of progress. After many wasted and personal overtures that the Prime Minister sings the best version of Silent Night, Holy Night, telling us just what he thinks we should know. And instead, the media investigates. They are busy running behind Dr. Kit Mitchell, trying to find out when he's stepping down. But not for hell, they will ask the PM why he busy following CBI when his name is still existing as a CBI local agent, and why he pulled the applicants from the Livera Zenship, a local agent, and gave it to his party body. The question is, for how long? How much more longer can we take this? Every day the bucket are going the well, but one day the bottom go drop. So said Bob Marley. Bob Marley in his song said, we got so much thing to say. We got so much thing to say right now, Igwe. There is a never-ending, bottomless pit of atrocities committed in less than 1 year. This is part one of many. Tarry with me a little longer. So that's just my part one. So, Igwe, that was the piece this morning. But we have to speak about the transformational agenda, Igwe, and ask some pertinent questions, because we're coming up to 1 year, Igwe. Igwe, transformation in the dictionary says a dramatic change in form or appearance. The transformation we have seen so far, Igwe. My delivery this morning might be rough, Igwe, but it does not in no way mean hate. If the mountain was smooth, Igwe, nobody would have able to climb it. Like the government forget Maurice Bishop birthday. Last year time so, all kind of song and dance to Maurice. Maurice, we need you. Maurice, come back. They remember Maurice Bishop birthday to get the people's vote. Now they get the vote, they forget Maurice birthday. The same Maurice, they say was the best thing since sliced bread. As the song say, Igwe, Mr. PM addressing you. I down on my knees, cutting trousers, begging you, and the prayer warriors, yes, the prayer warriors, to send back those demons roaming in the country. You going to find something wrong in Grenada?
Yeah, too much.
You don't normal.
You don't normal. Strange.
Send back those demons that are reaping havoc in this country. You and the prayer warriors. Because last year time, so I call Long Bishop, we did you. Maurice. 1 year on, they forget about Maurice, so they drop Maurice like hot potato. Try to tell you how these people are not genuine, Igwe. And Igwe, with all these things happening, one must never forget, we on the doorstep of Carnival. Bacchanal, in this Bacchanal season, a lot of men does lose their reason. All they just want to do is to whine and have a good time because they're feeling fine. And we've seen all this chaos. So the first question is our decolonization. Or transformation. Well, it's same, one and the same. And how they call, let me see, brother Jude. Brother Jude, every time they coin in a new word.
Brother Jude played master at Jude.
Yeah, Brother Jude call it.
Daddy Carnival man.
Yeah, brother. Brother Jude say realignment. Here goes. Coming up to 1 year of this government in office and seeing that they spoke a lot about transformation or the transformational agenda and people had to buy in because the first set of people they damaged in Carrico, they said they was not part of the transformational agenda. Question, because the Prime Minister want to ask him that because he's the Minister of National Security. Is the rise of crime and criminal activities part of the transformational agenda? Because the Deputy Commissioner told the nation that crime is on the increase. So I want to know, Mr. PM, Mr. Prime Minister, not the project manager, the Prime Minister, if the rise in crime and criminal activity is part of the transformational agenda. Is encouraging chaos by your lackey and acolytes in the country part of the transformational agenda? Because they're saying, make all NNP go, put your knee on NNP neck, don't give them a chance, don't give them nothing, change them. Is encouraging chaos part of the transformational agenda? Is the RGPF not having a strategy to deal with the upsurge in crime and criminal activity part of the transformational agenda? Because transformation is a dramatic change. And the RGPF used to be on top of things, Igwe. And seeing that they're not on top of things now, is the RGPF not having a strategy to deal with crime and criminal activity part of the transformational agenda? Does the environmental warden, Igwe, who used to work for 432 in 10 days and now working for $403 in 15 days, is this part of the transformational agenda? Because you come all and talk about 8 to 4, the minister, President Minister of Finance, talk about the working of the working. So is putting more days part of making up for the 8 to 4? Is it part of the transformational agenda? Is the rise in gun violence in this country part of the transformational agenda? Because you see, you talk about transforming in this country, and we see all these things happening now. So we must ask, Igwe. Like I tell them, I don't want no hatred, I just asking. It's taking away 115 from the people in the seed program when you say it was not enough, part of the transformational agenda. These are the questions what we need to ask, Igwe. And yes, it is Political Wednesday. Does making over 3,000 people go lose work, including single mothers, mostly women, the workers from CJ's Fit, Base Carriacou, Paul's, and other areas. Is this part of the transformational? Is creating unemployment part of the transformational agenda? Because you say you go transform the place, and we see these things happening. Does making statements that you know to be false with the intent to deceive the nation part of the transformational agenda? Because you make a lot of statements and then they turn out to be false, not the truth. But the intent of those statements is to deceive the nation. You talk about the faith base, you talk about the Polish man with the cabinet conclusion, you talk about the union running committee, and all these statements are manifestly certified false. So he's making false statements to the nation, part of the transformational agenda. Has nepotism amplified 2.0, part of the transformational agenda? Because you say about nepotism, but all what we see now is nepotism. Because some getting seed money, they still supervising the environmental warden, and all kind of things you're seeing in this country. Is this part of the transformational agenda? Does preaching hate by your lackeys and acolytes part of the transformational agenda? And these are just few, because as we go up to June 23rd, we'll be asking some more questions. But Igwe, yesterday, a gentleman met me and we were having some discussions based on the happenings in this country. Igwe. And Igwe. The thing grimy.
Tell you that I do.
So the man tell me to ask the beard man in Shantimel, about the bridge in Samaritan, if he had value for money and if he bid for the project, because it's a government project and he should bid. Transparency, because if you didn't bid, it's corruption. And they say to find out from a beard man in Shantimel again about the status of the roof in Tam CC. Because they see some roof come out in Tam CC and school children say maybe they don't have money to put it back or something. And then school children say they don't feel the contract, what the bid for, so the contract would have been rigged. That's what school children say. They tell me to ask that.
And the Bonnet Bridge.
And not the Bonnet Bridge, the bridge in Samaritan, some bridge to cross over some river.
The Bonnet Bridge do good too.
Which some Chinese maybe fund. I don't know. That's what the school children say. I only reporting what they say, the school children.
They don't do nothing.
Is giving money to Andy and Lako from GDB part of the transformational agenda, Igwe? Selling vehicle what is not yours, RAV4, is it part of the transformational agenda? Is it that the present Prime Minister, who is the Minister of National Security, sets the template for the CBI, sign off on every passport for the CBI, and still being an agent of CBI? Is that part of the transformational agenda, Igwe? So there are a lot of questions we need to find out about that. And I need to talk to one, Mr. Tellers, for the leader of government business. Because remember, character is like pregnancy, Igwe. You cannot hide it. Mr. Telesford, I need to see you. So on Sunday, one of the Sundays when you come to church, we need to have a discussion. Because the road going up to the farm, what you mash up. Well, you had mash it up because you had bring heavy machine up there to do the farm. And the road mash up. And you don't fixing it. So the people, some of the people are living up that side up there, they talk to me. And they tell me, well, you just be on the radio, so why don't talk to Mr. Telesford to see if he could bring it? And Mr. Telesford, I know you're listening. I'm cocksure that you're listening. Because I know you don't listen. Now, when they ask you all the medication in Parliament, and you see about the NNP government owing 2 million or something thereabouts, that is why you don't have medication in this country. I said to myself, what type of man is this? To punish the whole nation for what you deem political realignment. And that didn't sit well with me, Igwe. So I decided I would put my Marco knob on Igwe. I say, well, nah, man, well, Mr. State, this kind of statement so callous. And then he tell the leader of His Majesty's opposition to go and ask PSC. So I said, nah, I have to do some deep sea diving, Igwe. And in my deep sea diving, Mr. Telesford, I bounced up on one Crafton Frederick. Crafton gave me the okay, so I could call his name. And Crafton alluded to the fact that he is presently doing some security work at the farm for you, Mr. Telesford. And you had some big dogs, Igwe. I join a parallel here, I don't just chanting on anybody, I just bring in something because I go make my point at the end, Igwe. And you stop, bring food, he says. So the big dogs died. Because he said these dogs and them don't want no little thing, they want good food. Big dogs. You remember I say some dog they tie up there and they don't get any food. Those big dogs there. And then we hear you and the same word big dog used in Parliament. You understand? Because the place opening like booking. You hear big dog and then they say not big dog, big boys. And big dog dead on the farm in Moncton. But I just bring that to show you. If you could be cruel, I don't know. If what Mr. Crafton Frederick is saying is true, and you could be so cruel to dumb animals by not bringing food, I now understand why you say NNPO for the medication and nothing was being done. When you know and you say the Treasury pregnant, he was in gestation. And Mr. Lennox and you say we know where to find money. But if I don't know where to find money, and all you did, so I say, well, if Mr. Andrew say, you know where to find money, and then you and the government say, allow me the Treasury in gestation, full, pregnant, laden, whatever you call it, a lot of low-hanging fruit, whatever you want to call it, and you do pay that 2 million for medication for the people. When Brother Crafton speak to me about what happened to the dog and them, I realize, I say, character is like pregnancy. Tell us what he cannot hide. But added to that, Igwe, Mr. Crafton Frederick also said, you, Mr. Tellers, what that Crafton say. And he want me to tell you that, because he say you know coming up with the funds. He say you owe him about $80,000 for security work. Mr. Tellers, what that one need to see you, to sanitize yourself, to fix it. Fix it. Because school children talk about a 10 million in a financial place. School children talk about a contractor and CBI money is mentioned. And Crafton Frederick talking about 80. And I know you're listening to me. Yeah. And I know you go fix it. So on behalf of Mr. Crafton Frederick, I down on my knees. I begging you, please, Igwe. Igwe, I sent something for you yesterday. Go in your thing and line it up for me because I will need it. When you're ready, let me know. So, one thing I sent for yesterday. So Mr. Crafton, on his knees, cutting trousers, begging you please, address the $80,000 because Mr. Crafton said the dog and them done dead already. We can't do nothing. I hope they got an honorable sending home. And then I understand why you could have brazen, shameless, stand up and say NNPDO on the medication thing. And I understand that when you lie and say 6, and we know how much is more than 6, medication you don't have, Mr. Telesford, because I know you're hearing me. So fix it. Tell the nation, be straight with them. Why you don't have medication here? Be straight. Because it cannot be a money problem when Mr. Andrews say, we know where to find money. You get it? Mm-hmm. We know where to find money. We know how to run country. But I find I run in the country to the ground, Mr. Telesford. And I had to talk to you about that. But you just come up on Sunday, I understand. So one of the Sunday after church, let's meet. Let's meet. You understand? Mm-hmm. You ready for me?
I'm ready for you.
So, Mr. Telesford, hear what the people are telling me to tell you. Give me it.
Paper screw. I don't need more clothes to tell them go. Hurry, pack up your bundle now. Stop fooling the people. The country taking a beating. So maybe I repeating. Go. They're like a natural disaster. Now. 10 times worse than Ebola. Like a dog with fleas and tongue on their knees. And I'm begging food. Now we and I did one week. Prophesy to the country. Streets turn into rivers. Is why I'm singing. Now this is my humble petition. Announce the date for election. Go now, please.
Give me from the start again.
You want me?
Yeah, no. What I give you, do I just play? Mm-hmm. Play it again. And Mr. Tell us what to hear what the people saying.
Paper screw. I don't need more clothes to tell them go. Hurry, pack up your bundle now. Stop fooling the people. The country taking a beating. So maybe I repeating. Go. They're like a natural disaster. Now. 10 times worse than Ebola. Like a dog with fleas and tongue on their knees. And I'm begging food. Now we and I did 1 week. Prophesy to the country. Streets turn into rivers, then into seas. Is why I'm singing. Now this is my humble petition. Announce the date for election. Go now.
Yes, Igwe, let's take a break, Igwe, and then when we come back, we will start entertaining callers.
Yep.
Where you walk, what you say, when you talk, where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share.
From the north, covering south, east, and west. This is Real FM.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway, St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials, including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel, and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, inset screens, and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&M Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable affordable prices. Or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&M Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
The Pure Grenada Excellence Champion Program promotes a legacy of excellence by investing in our people, embracing excellent service, and always providing exceptional experiences. The Carriacou training sessions were a hit. This time, we will be training right here on mainland Grenada. Training sessions begin May 15th, 2023. Register now by calling GTA Head Office 440-2279, emailing info@puregrenada.com or visiting www.puregrenada.com/excellence champion. Remember, excellence begins with me. Excellence ends with all our we.
Now more than ever, Flow is working hard to keep you connected to the things that matter most. Your family, your work, and your favorite entertainment. We are also providing Flow Study free of charge so students can stay connected and up to date with their schoolwork. And because your safety is our highest priority, you can manage your account from the safety of your own home through the MyFlow app. We are here for you, keeping you connected.
Larry, I love the new home. Did you remember the tips we discussed?
As a matter of fact, they were very helpful. We always follow the manufacturer's guidelines. Check for damaged cords, turn off electrical equipment before cleaning, and we never overload sockets.
And we always use a licensed electrician for electrical work and a certified technician for repairs.
Grenlink, energizing.
91.5 Real FM got you covered.
Tell me candid, they too wicked, far too crooked. That is the frequent comment I hear. Too one-sided, underhanded, can't be trusted. This is the opinion, yes, yeah. For their own abuses, they keep making excuses. Housing crack up over, they unleash the lawyer. Set up an inquiry just to get Kid Rowley. But they wouldn't sue the false paper screw. I don't need to come close to tell them go. Hurry, pack up your bundle now. Stop fooling the people. The country taking and beating. So me are repeating. Go. They're like a natural disaster. Now. 10 times worse than Ebola. Like a dog with fleas and tongue on their knees. And I'm begging.
Yes, Igwe. You know what is so vulgar and obscene? Mr. Telesford, when you make mention, you go look into it and see if it's worth paying. What do you mean by that? Medication for the people, you go look into it and see if it is worth paying. But here what the people tell you.
You tell them go, hurry, pack up your bundle now. Stop fooling the people. The country taking and beating. So me are repeating. Go, they're like a natural disaster. Now. 10 times worse than Ebola. Like a dog with fleas and tongue on their knees.
Igwe. Well, you could open up the lines now because we give the people a mouthful. And Igwe, I was talking to somebody on the NNP fund and they give me a message for you.
Tell me.
They say, Igwe, you and Massacre just give out a lot. And maybe sometime one don't have the time to go back and listen the whole program. But they advise us to cut like snippets.
All right. Clips.
Clips. I say, well, they my partner bad.
They want ammunition?
Yeah, I say, they my partner bad. I say, I can't tell them young people and that's soft.
Yeah, that's soft. That is it, but 4420175 is the number to call us.
Morning, Kami.
Yeah.
And big up to all the listeners, because so much of them thinking. Somebody say the thing low Igwe, so maybe we might have to.
The volume low?
Yeah, they say a song in low. Low.
No, man.
Yes, so Igwe. One gentleman said to me again, Igwe, and we don't blow we own trumpet. Let me take the call.
Good morning.
Good morning, Igwe.
Morning.
And good morning, Master Carl.
Yeah. Call me Flu too.
Master Carl,
Hey.
I want to speak about something this morning.
Don't want to speak
That's
about
okay.
it.
I'm speaking up. Sorry. I'm speaking about something this morning, and allow me to speak, please.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Master Carl, my concern is about our fellow Grenadians in the diaspora. We are living here. Those of us who are in Grenada, we are living here. We seeing, we witnessing what's happening to us every day. What's happening to our fellow Grenadians here every day. Our fellow Grenadians in the diaspora depend on what they hear, what people tell them. And people are telling them what they want to hear. But yet still, when we're speaking the truth, they want to tell us now what we should and shouldn't say and remind us that the world is listening to us. Since when the world isn't listening to Grenada? Since when the world isn't looking at Grenada? I mean, this one, Master Carl, I don't have words to describe my feelings this morning. There are some of them in the diaspora, and I could say it, all you can stop sending barrel for me because I doesn't ask all you for barrel.
Well, nobody else send for me.
Listen.
I was.
Some of them in the diaspora, they're 20, 35 years in the diaspora, and not once they come back to visit Grenada. They can't buy a ticket to come to Grenada. Master Carl, just allow me to say what I have to say this morning. They can buy a ticket to come to Grenada. If they come to Grenada, when they go, they have to pay back for the ticket because they borrow the money to get the ticket to come to Grenada.
And they rent to pay. They have to hide from the landlord.
They see Grenada, the transformation of Grenada, not 1 year ago. Grenada was transformed before 1 year ago. They can't believe what they see. But yet still, they don't want us to speak the truth. They don't want us to say as it is. What happened to these people and them? I'm so upset, Master Carl, this morning. I mean, come on. You're not living here. Whatever is being told to you, people telling all you what they want. To make all you feel that everything is okay. The government is not doing anything good to help Grenadians. Point blank. They're not doing anything to help Grenadians.
Don't raise your pressure.
Check the unemployment rate as it is now compared to what it was before June 23, 2022.
Unemployment is part of the transformational agenda. Taking people to work.
I'm real upset with some of them over there.
Tribal.
All you over there now, you can't even come back, Grenada, but all you over watch.
I know they can't come.
What?
Let me just cool on.
You should ask them.
They say who in the kitchen feels the heat. We in Grenada, we was feeling it.
You must ask them if the world in listening when they used to say true peace, still pee on people.
You understand? No, the world wasn't listening to that. The world wasn't listening to that.
Maybe the world don't listen to that person and the world listening to us.
Rightfully said, the 29th was Maurice Bishop, but they invoked Maurice Bishop's spirit, roaming all about Grenada now. Look at what is happening in Grenada now.
But this year they forget it. They don't remember about this year.
Master Carl, have a good day. Let me calm down.
Calm yourself down a little bit. Don't raise the pressure.
So they might right, Igwe. What could be happening in shoot? When they used to say choose still pee on people and this kind of people, maybe they didn't listen that set. But now, Igwe, you on and you're bossing them with facts because Igwe, you always challenging them to meet you downstairs any Saturday.
They don't come in by. Man, don't come in by.
And come with the facts. Igwe, school children say they launch carnival in New York City and they pull a jackwana. You know what is a jackwana? If your building could hold 10 persons and you sell 25 tickets, you call it a jackwana. You oversell it. You see the oversell the thing of some people in the diaspora crying back for their money. School children see that. I don't know if it's true. We are one day again.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning to our
Yay!
panel.
You look good in that phone day, man.
Is that a what?
I say you look good in the phone day.
Thank you very much.
Are you calling on video?
Listen me, I go to Granville yesterday.
Thursday?
Yesterday,
Oh.
I went to Granville, and we're sitting down there. Here, lady. I'm an NMP. Now, my radio too.
Yeah. Fix it ready.
I want to hear you.
I am an NMP, but I find this government working. Well, I think we'll leave my foot and the fly up in my head then now to answer the lady, you know. But I know she gonna tell me how to fast. Nobody don't talking to me.
She can't be an NNP and saying that.
Instead of they are walk out, you know. Because I didn't want to ask her, well, if he doing good and he working good, tell me what is the good thing he do, and then I could understand, well, he working good and he doing good. I mean, when we sit in here, I don't know if they're pulling the devil tail to know where they're getting the dollar from. Employment, high of cost of living, because the majority of people they make go don't have a job. Because the little things what Dr. Mitchell used to give everybody, they take it away from them. So what is the good thing? Asking the question, he do and we cannot see. This is the thing I'm asking. Which is the good thing he doing and we cannot see? If a government doing good, you have to say he doing good. Listen to me. Everybody used to say they want opposition. It happened now, opposition come in the country. And still opposition in parliament and you cannot know what's going on in the people's business. So what it is all about going now. Tell me, I want to know what's going on, because if you have opposition now and question, answer, asking, and nobody cannot give the answer, why right now we don't need an opposition next election? We going back to the same basic.
Yeah, 15.
We going back to basic. We not looking for opposition, because I never see Dr. Mitchell do no scandal, bacchanal when he was in parliament. He dealing the right direction. The majority of Grenadians, young people, was working, and he's paying them. Everybody working, they getting paid from Bramble to Timber. Everybody working, they getting paid. So why now? What is this thing going on? You don't know what's going on in the country. You don't know if you're there in, if you're there out, what's going on. All you just there, the people are then just there. You don't see that job. You don't see nothing. Cost of living, beating the sky high. In the light bill, they see the light bill. They going in the water, they see the water. They going in the grocery, they see the grocery. And they still saying, this government doing good. Well, I don't know what's going on in the It's like this. Over here they bring come blind them, man. I cannot understand what's really going on in this country. All you people, have a blessed morning.
Bless. We have a next call on the WhatsApp.
Let's take them, man.
Hello on the WhatsApp.
Good morning.
Morning.
Hey, how
Good
you
morning,
doing?
my friend.
How are thou?
How are you?
I'm good, like cook food.
Now what? Okay, that's great to hear, boy. I'm glad that you're good like cook food, and I ain't even there to eat some of that cooked food.
All right.
Tell you.
But what? The previous caller, not this one, the previous one before her.
Yes.
While I agree with her, I have something to say about that. Now the NDC had the propaganda machine in the form of this KJ guy, but I never heard and remember I'm talking from the diaspora. I never heard someone saying what the NNP is doing.
Okay.
I did not hear no program with the NNP saying, okay, well, we're doing this, that, the other. They didn't even come out and defend the propagandas that the propaganda machine was putting out. So people in the diaspora hearing the propaganda machine every day, sometimes twice a day he has programs, because I am where I was living, the people and the family, everybody was listening to me. I said, listen, this guy is telling lies. And they didn't believe me. They're like, oh, it's true, blah, 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 blah. And so they used to send barrels and all kind of thing for him to distribute and all this type of thing, because it make it as if Grenadians are hungry. Grenadians see in trouble. Now that the table is turned and they in power, you not hear him saying all the people that went home. Now he's playing, come let us build a nation, let us work hand in hand. So I believe it was the NMP position that they took not to toot their hands that caused people in the diaspora to be living in these lies that the guy was telling. So maybe like what you guys doing now is fine, but even when you get back into power, I would suggest that maybe like once a week or something, you have some programs stating all the things that is being done. So people in the diaspora would hear both sides.
Once I'm wrong, I'll do it.
Huh?
Once I'm wrong, I'll do it.
Yes. So people in the diaspora would hear both sides and could judge, well, okay, this is that is that. Because I remember some of them even tell their family back home, if they don't vote for NDC, they would not send nobody for them because they've been hearing so much nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
But like I say, when y'all get back into power, next election, do the right thing and keep the people abreast of what is happening.
Let me tell you
Thank
this.
you. Have a good day.
One thing before you leave. When the children of Israel ask for a king, the Ancient of Days here will give you the king, what you're asking for. But with that, I will give you a lesson.
Yes, sir.
That's what's happening right now.
Well, it is also written, because the people are evil, they get an evil king. Now remember, that is also written.
And that is not my words.
Because the people are wicked, they get an evil king. Oh. It's written so.
So have a blessed day and take care, man.
What?
And be safe and continue to contribute. Igwe, one little fun day had a men and them face swelling. A little fun day with a couple photos in.
We have a caller.
Let's take it now.
Morning.
Good morning, Igwe. Good morning, Fruit.
Yeah.
Right. I want to endorse that. The last two callers.
Don't want to endorse them.
Well, I endorsing them because people finally seen what I've been saying for the last couple of months on this program, the last 11 months. Misinformation was being spread. Just imagine, Master Carl, a simple statue that was donated to Grenada by some SGU students down at the Botanical Gardens, they condemn. That's an all in it.
Yes.
A statue they condemn in it.
Mm-hmm.
My God. They call Grenada the most corrupt country in the world. That was said on radio.
Mm-hmm.
They say Dr.
They weren't listening that time.
No, they weren't listening. They say Dr. Mitchell to them, he gonna boxers or Victoria draws. That kind of thing all they enable. Some of you all in the diaspora. You understand? No, he coming home to roost. He coming home to roost. Deal with it. This is what they call the Nazism of propaganda, like the Joseph Goebbels, Minister of Propaganda. MDCites, all they feel we dumb. When NMPites was on Facebook and we go with the trend and doing TikTok, all they saying, oh, that minister only on Facebook. What are they doing now? According to Mr. Pierre, Ministry of Mischief, the mighty one.
Yeah.
And I understand this gentleman wanted to debate Dr. Mitchell, but I can't speak. Hold on,
telling us your chicken in sand, you know.
No, you're going to say selfish. The truth needs no defense, brother. The truth needs no defense. Right? If you want to continue what NMP was doing with projects, fine, say you know. Mm-hmm. But don't say you're tweaking this and say, well, that we own. I road open in Mankuma, that we open that road. NMP didn't do enough for the road. Simon or Simon Cultural Center, you all changed the plan a little bit. We do it now. Come on, all in office almost a year now. What you all have to show for you all 11 months and going on some days now. What are the show? First time in my life I ever hear a Prime Minister's vehicle get mashed up, smash up. Is that Catholic shit? Or they boast somebody you get $100 million US from Saudi Arabia. Now Saudi Arabia as a country doesn't give things just so in. He must have something behind that more than the person better.
Yes.
He must.
Money diplomacy. They they give money because they want something in return.
Yeah.
Yeah. In less than a year, your travel, all your traveling allowances go up to almost $500,000. You know, come on, man. What going on? Watch me. I will not follow any politician, be it Dr. Mitchell, be it any member of NMP, any member of NEC blindly. When they're doing wrong, I will say they're doing wrong. And this is the reality we have to do and get to understanding Grenada. We cannot follow politicians blindly and be like look at fanboys and fangirls.
I agree.
You understand? Where this honorable Prime Minister now, where was he prior to 2021 before NEC convention? Where was he? What was his job? You understand? The person, but the man now come and he's vigilant and he good at this. All politicians, all great politicians in history, be it Obama, be it Che Guevara, be it Fidel Castro, they were in some form of politics somehow.
They had foundation.
The great Obama was a senator. You understand?
He was a community organizer also.
He was a community organizer. Most of these men were in politics in some way, form, or fashion. The only one that was not in politics directly as a president of America was Donald Trump. And look what the man do as a first-time president. He failed. He tried to impeach. He's destroying the country. He's still destroying the country. This is exactly how I compare this present Prime Minister. So let's have a good morning.
All right.
All right. Let's take a break, Eagle.
Yeah, let's take a little. Hold on. I have a man holding on the WhatsApp there for a while.
Let me take
the one on the WhatsApp and then we go take a break. Hello,
Hey,
caller on the
you see
WhatsApp.
I on hold so long. It's like I hanging on for my life. I holding on for my 150. I holding on for my 150.
For your 150
tight. I let it go. Yeah, holding on for my 150. Brothers, the lady before my boy here, conversation, but the lady I called from the diaspora pertaining to the previous government not blowing their horn, tooting their horn. I was raising that concern from here to Hard Talk program and other mediums and other people with other personnels within the party, the high ups of the party. And nobody paid no mind to those things. Because first, one person told me, there's no way NDC will win, so we have to worry about it. We're stressing that. That was someone remarked.
Yeah.
Okay? But we see what happened today. No. Every time you turn on the different mediums that favor the ruling party today, that's all you're hearing. The whole entire diaspora, that's all you're hearing. You ain't getting nothing from the other side. And it just couldn't be, you cannot, first of all, rule a country, expect to go back in power or to stand in favor in the minds of the people when the people ain't hearing nothing about what you're doing. I've heard ministers said not too long ago, just recently, we do a lot, but we don't blow our own horns. And I called right behind the conversation. I said, you guys have to blow your horns. So when someone come and say, NNP not doing nothing, and is we going to do this, and is we that going to do that, NNP not paying pension, all the time pension is being paid, but you're not hearing nobody from the other side coming out and say, well, that bit of information that was just dispensed here is wrong. So people will believe. They tell you the mind believe 99% of what the eyes see, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Right? When you go on Facebook and they're taking the same piece of road, one picture of the piece of road sometimes from understanding that is the road not even exists in Grenada. And they post it and say, well, what is that piece of road over here? So I watch along that road and people call it, people believe in it. You know, just by example, people believe in it. So sitting down and running a country, and you could be doing 120% great, but nobody know what you're doing. You know, the people outside who, as a lady say, who had influence on their family home, that encouraged them to vote the way they voted. You can't blame them for taking that step. You really can't. They really dropped the ball on that. They dropped, and I'm saying it loud, and I tell all of them, but they dropped the ball when it comes to dispensing of information. Everybody in America can go home. It's a fact, right? To see what's going on for themselves. So they're relying on what their family and friends tell them. And then now they're relying on social media. Okay? And that, it is what it is. The reality today is where we're at. The reality tomorrow is
what will we do different?
All right, guys. Bless.
All right, bless.
And just to think that, caller, that is the same essence of what Dr. Mitchell keeps saying. We need to organize. So all the talk about convention, blah, blah, we need to organize. And when we organizing mode, we need to get people registered, organize, and then move forward. We're going to take a break and be back.
91.5 Real FM got you covered.
If you're looking to improve or maintain your health, look no further. We have a general practitioner right here on Main Street, Sates in the Kwezi. Dr. Guerra, a gynecologist and surgeon who specializes in women's health. She offers lab tests, blood, pap smears, prostate cancer, and stool tests. We now have a portable EKG machine that gives you accurate readings by using just 2 fingers. And that's not all. If you're suffering from any respiratory conditions such as asthma, bronchitis, COPD, or seasonal allergies, we have a nebulizer machine that can safely treat these. Consultation for pregnant women from beginning to end. Surgeries, which includes hysterectomy, tying of tubes, vaginal shrinking, removal of uterine fibroids, vaginal warts, hernias, and C-sections. She also specializes in diagnostic and therapeutic DNC, abnormal bleeding. Eye testing is also available at the clinic by appointment only with Dr. Mabel Veritas Lugo. They are in collaboration with Alice Labs, located in St. George, opposite the Excel Plaza. Walk-ins are accepted. You can also call for an appointment at 423-3352 or our landline at 444-4272. That number's again 423-3352 or 444-4272. Put your health first.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the credit union of Grenville, takes you where you want to be. Feel secure with the Credit Union of Grenville, taking care of all your financial needs, including savings, loans, mortgages, and sound financial advice. Serving you with branches on Jubilee Street in Grenville, Lucas Street in St. George's, and coming soon, our Grandstand sub-office. Call us on 442-8602 or visit one of our offices. With Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, your financial security is guaranteed.
Who wants to save 30%? Everybody! Now more than ever, Flow understands the need to make your dollar stretch. Our new bundles can help you save 30% off your current bill. Plus, get a free speed upgrade on your in-home internet. Simply add your mobile to your current home services account and save 30%. It's easy. Sign up now and save. All on the most reliable fixed and mobile network on island. Visit a Flow store or call us at 1-800-804-2994 for more information. Flow, it only gets better. Terms and conditions apply.
Rhythms of Spice is back Sunday, June 11, 3 p.m. at Mount Cinnamon Lawn. A spicy, classy explosion of Grenadian talent featuring Project Music, Fahrenheit, Zorina Andel, Godson Brown, Cool Jazz Band, Angel Hobbs, Tivoli Dancers, and special guest Tony Paul and Vonette Bigford from Trinidad. Rhythms of Spice, June 11, 3 p.m. Mount Cinnamon Lawn. Tickets $50 on sale at Grenadian Optical St. George's, Art and Soul, Spiceland Mall. Get to Children's Pharmacy in Granville, and Go to Fed. More at the door. Children 12 and under free. Sponsors Grenada Tourism Authority, Ministry of Culture, Kalinaga Hotel, Hubbard's, Real FM, HD Sounds, Danny D, Bryden's, Independence Agencies, Gabriel's Rental, Cafe Skyline, and Gomon Medical. Walk with your picnic chairs and beach towels.
Vidscope Communication invites the general public to customer service workshop to be held on Saturday, June 3rd, 2023 from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. facilitated by Ms. Shelma Wells. Areas for discussion: what is customer service? 10 rules for great service. What customers expect. Culture of commitment. Handling different types of customers. Customer retention. Ethical issues. Effective communication, and more. Contact us at 457-1990 or 435-0277. For registration and info, email vidscope1@gmail.com. Register now as space is limited.
From the north, covering south, east, and west. This is Real FM.
Tell me candid, they too wicked, far too crooked. That is the frequent comment I hear. Too one-sided, underhanded, can't be trusted. This is the opinion, yes again. For their own abuses, they keep making excuses. Housing crack up over, they unleash the lawyer. Set up an inquiry just to get Kid Rowley. But they wouldn't sue the false paper screw. I don't need to close to tell them go. Hurry, pack up your bundle now. Stop fooling the people. The country taking and beating. So we are repeating. Go.
Yes, Igwe. The exercise we had last Friday, Igwe, with the radiothon. A few persons are indicated when they went to the bank. So, for information purposes, the name on the account is Ashton Brian Lewis.
Ashton Brian Lewis.
Yes.
Okay.
And the number is 350-816.
816.
Yes.
300000816. All right.
Let's take the call.
Call on the WhatsApp. Hello.
Hola.
Good morning to you gentlemen. How are you guys today?
I'm good. How are you?
Thank God for life. Regarding the monies that we're hearing about from the Saudi Arabia, that is based, I think based on what I understood, is they're going to have an expo in Saudi. So they're looking for vote. To keep it in Saudi, so they're looking for a vote from Grenada in 2030. Not now, is in 2030. Okay? So that monies will not be discharged until such time. So right now it's just like a word of mouth. Yeah?
Like a MOU.
They come, they're gone. There is it. Sorry?
Like a MOU, like a memorandum of understanding, not literal thing.
Yeah, memorandum of understanding. No, and I also understood that this is going to come in different phases. It's not like this is giving you have to show proper documentation of projects, and everything has to be planned. So right now, it's just, as you said, just it's a document that, yes, we have understanding between us, we're going to do that. But as long as you don't give them the vote, then after giving the vote, the money will start to run. Yeah? So it just, what should I say? It's just a airwave talk for right now.
But what is instructive,
yeah?
Caller?
That's basically I can say.
This initiative... Sorry? This initiative started since with the NNP, they're not a new initiative with the Saudis.
I'm not hearing you properly, sorry.
I say this initiative is one that started, the discussion started with the NNP, it's not a new discussion.
Well, of course, because you see, the whole thing is that it will take, the first 6 months of a new government will take us 6 months to settle. And in the other 6 months, try to go and get into what the past government left, yeah? So nothing right now be said, and I think it will take NDC to settle in and start something really after a year and a half or two. So whoever's saying whatever's saying, like they just saying things behind their
They
head.
don't know.
If you understand
Dami
the true
don't know.
governance, if you understand the true, if you understand the true governance of a country, it doesn't happen like that way. It is a continuity from one to another, and some people are just falling for the trap. Yeah?
Well, listen, this caller.
Some people are just falling for the trap.
What you'll find happening, Igwe, in terms of projects, now the National Democratic Congress go realize it's not just about talking projects. We go see, let we monitor this one to see how soon they go implement. And then we go ask them the question. So all the time they beating up NNP for they taking long to implement project. Why you taking so long now? That's the question I go ask them. And I'm telling them the question I go ask them from since now. So caller,
let me ask you let me ask a simple question. For example, you want to build homes, right? It takes a numerous amount of preparation before you actually get into building a house. Planning this, that, and everything, approval. It will take you minimum 6 months to a year. I don't know. It could be within that period of time. So people may just talk, yeah? But when you get in the actual heat of the battle, then you know what is stake, yeah? I mean, putting signs or planting flowers is not projects.
No.
Yeah, those things is not projects. This thing is not project. That's an everyday life. Yeah, that's an everyday life. So if you want to call that a project, that is not a project. Yeah. So people must get the serious aspect of it. I mean, I'm so disappointed that people are feeling too, and at times people are just refusing to understand the true aspect of life. And if you're going to do that, you're going to have a very, very disturbing society. Yeah? We're going to have a very complete display of ignorance. It is not about that. We have to understand the true aspect of life. Don't defend or follow somebody blindly or crazy. We all have a right to do that, right? No problem. We have our different sides that we follow or we respect. That is not a problem. But we must do it on a base of truth. Yeah? And not of ignorance or hatred of any of that kind. Because if a father and a mother operate like that in the house, so the children follows. Yeah?
All right, caller.
It is very disturbing. It is very disturbing. Yeah?
Very salient.
Have a blessed morning.
Very salient point. Igwe, and that caller put it in perspective. All they talk about delay in implementation. Because they believe now project is planting flowers and going and pick cocoa on a tree and suck it. But they go realize what it takes to bring a project to fruition. And Igwe, the question I going to ask them, why it took them so long? I'm telling them the question I go ask them now. Let's take the call.
Morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Morning.
Saul and Igwe, good morning. I just want to
Don't want to do it.
No, okay. I am agreeing with the callers that spoke about the information not being shared in regards to all of the work that has been done in Grenada. And I think that they're absolutely right. It's something that I've always spoken about in terms of PR. The PR needs to beef up. I mean, I wouldn't say the political, the NNP PR needs to beef up, but remember that we've always had press conferences after every cabinet meeting. We've had, I mean, all during COVID and
we had ministerial statements in Parliament too.
Yes. So it was up to us as a people to pay attention and listen. But because they were letting us know what was happening. They were letting us know every week what was happening in Grenada. But in terms of the party politics or the party's information, that needs to beef up. and they need to take from the what was happening in Grenada and also send it out there. So the PR was poor. But the information in regards to what was happening in Grenada was it was there. It was people refused to listen.
One question.
Yes.
Were the base sufficiently energized? Was the NNP base sufficiently energized?
No.
All right.
No, the base wasn't. It was just left up to them to think and do what they want. We didn't. The groundwork was poor. If you're talking about election, the groundwork was poor. And in the meantime, you know, the National Democratic Congress sits and strategizes everything. You can't tell me that it just come up, because remember, they pound the briefcase issue for years in the minds of the people. They never relent. They were constant with the pounding of the briefcase issue. They are constant with their propaganda, but we are not constant with letting people know. You know, we just let it slide. We just let them slide with the propaganda. May say, okay, let them be. But then, remember, people they love negativity. They love to hear wrong things happening. So when they listen, they hear, oh gosh, Dr. Michelle involved in briefcase, and Dr. Michelle involved in this, and the shrimp farm, and all these kinds of propaganda. And let me tell you, the information was there as to what happened with the shrimp farm. The briefcase was, the case came, and it was proven that the briefcase issue was it was gone.
Or the hoax.
And then they put a mole. This thing don't happen overnight. These people just take in and walk on the other side. It didn't just happen overnight. You can't tell me that.
My thing is, we know all that. The question is, what will we do going forward, and how we intend to treat it?
Well, that is why Dr. Mitchell said that they need to restructure. And I hope that in restructuring, with proper PR in place. You don't just need one PR. You need a team that would meet every week or once a month or whatever. Put information together and send it out there, whether in text, whether in photos. I mean, look, each parliamentary representative have a page. Each parliamentary representative still have their pages. Each parliamentary representative had their page. There was a number of work, or a number of things being done within the country. Even though you don't want to put somebody's face on the page, but at least take a photo of something that you did, or at least write up something that says, well, I assisted 20 young persons today in finding jobs, or in terms of helping them with self-help. So the PR, each constituency need to live up to the page. And that is what is happening now. Social media, even though it's just a flower the man plant, is still page. Even though he just wants to stand up by a dread, but nothing is happening there, he's still putting it on his page.
But what is so sad? We helping him because we forwarding it for everybody.
No, well, I don't forward this nonsense.
We helping them because when they put up the nonsense, we forwarding it for everybody.
Yeah, we sharing it.
Right, it's true. It's true. So I'm saying that when we come back in office, you utilize the constituency pages. You don't have somebody. You have somebody inside the constituency office that's responsible for placing things on the page. Utilize the page, photos. Do what you have to do and make people see and know, because there was a lot of things happening under the new National Party, but it was not sounded out loud. So that is that was the problem too. You understand? While we were going in rallies and jumping up, they were going door to door and telling people, the young people, that they put them permanent, which we know is a lie.
They were going and telling
them
lies.
When you hold them with that, what we could do again? What could you do again? Because they already indoctrinated the young people with lies and propaganda. So, and Right. So with that said, that's my point here. But I
Now,
just
Carla, one thing I must tell you before you go.
Yes.
We need to continue to call out the lies. You see, let me tell you
Exactly,
what
but that's
happened.
where the PR come in.
No,
That's where the
not only PR, that is every one of us
Yes.
is accountable.
Yes.
And every one of us, hold on. Every one of us needs to play our part. And if with a friend of ours send it for us, we need to explain to that friend that is a lie. Don't say nothing. Say what, bro? This thing what them people are just posing is not true. We need to do it. We cannot just wait only on the PR.
True.
And if we listen, if we say the PR not there, we need to help.
Well, that's what y'all do every day. You, Sheldon, and
when I say we, I don't mean I mean people even like you and others.
Posting too.
Posting, and when they posting, what is lie? Even though they post, give a reason, comment and say that is not true.
Yeah. Don't just watch it.
Well, let me tell you something, eh? I like to deal with, if I don't have the information, I won't say what I do thinking. You hear me? I need information, and if the information is, that's what I'm telling you. Information needs to be, they need to come out. I mean, I was impressed with Nolan Cox. I was impressed because things that I was wondering about, especially with the project in Molineux and all these things and them. You know, he explained it, and you know, now I understand what has happened. You know, and all the other projects and all these things and them. So you see, it's very important that you have the opposition Tuesday. Use that. You use that to send, you know, there and let people know, and then you decipher. There's nothing wrong in writing a couple texts and let people and send it on WhatsApp. The fastest way to share information. Send it on WhatsApp, let people know this is what's happening. That's what's happening. That's what I mean. You know, you share information, factual information to us, because people the propaganda is out there, but nobody's counteracting it, and we cannot counteract it unless we have valid, solid facts.
And you see, they don't need information to counteract us. They don't just counteract us. They don't business. And that's what I want to
let me tell you something.
I have to get that in your head.
Let me tell you something. This thing has come down to what my good friend KB does say, fist-to-fist combat.
Yeah.
There are people who we just talk to. We don't have to write. We could call them and talk to them and talk about those issues. If I talk to 5 person and you talk to 5 person and that 5 person talk to 5 person, we could get it done. Mm-hmm. We're just waiting to be grandeur. It's like we hype. We have to forget the hype and get down into the trenches.
All right,
and fist to fist.
Thank you. I want to give somebody else a try.
Let me just make one more. I know I take a. But let me just say that I see somebody put up like a young man running naked in the street, and trust me, I don't know what really going on right now. I just feel as if there's something is missing, or something has happened that is causing a lot of nonsense to go on in Grenada, and I think they're doing a big candlelight vigil again, and I think I don't know.
Carla, you listen to the program from the start?
Huh?
You listen to the program from the start?
Yes, I
beg the PM because on my knees, begging him please hear any prayer warriors to release the country.
Yes, something. I mean, you see this young man
release
naked in the street in
Grenada. And if they don't want to release the country, they have to go.
Mm-hmm. I think the pressure needs to start. You can't tell me
that still?
What is happening to the young people, you know, they go get crazy because nothing is happening for them.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Yeah.
That is why I beg the Prime Minister, please, Igwe.
Go.
If he can do it, go.
Call on the WhatsApp. Hello.
Igwe, sorry to come back, but I find the NNP approach the election in too much in a relaxed way. I mean, we can see last time Mr. Lewis was on GBN, and even up to yesterday, Mr. Nolan Cox, my good friend, they're fired from all cylinders, you know. That is very, very good. But, we need to continue push, especially for the last election. Mr. Cox was really supported on the ground work. There was nothing, you know, actually a lot of many road project was done, and drain project was done in the south. That's fine. But he himself was not doing that much on the ground. For what reason? Meetings were not held that much as the other elections, like in the
All
smaller
right.
areas.
Okay,
Yeah.
caller.
So
Okay,
we
caller.
need to see that continuous push. Yeah. Although his election and the campaign is over and done before, no, but I
Campaign is
think
never
they
over.
should still have people. Yeah, right. So that is what my point is that no, they should have right. All no, they should have at least probably if it's not every week, once a month, have people moving around. They keep their contact. We need to see that. Yeah,
All right,
and that is
caller.
what is needing. That part was missing.
Okay,
Yeah,
caller.
that part was missing for the. All right.
Agree.
I want to take this next guy on the
Let me take
WhatsApp
it.
one time. Good morning on the WhatsApp. Phone get busy.
Good morning. Good morning. I am calling from Brooklyn, New York,
My
with a
good friend.
question. We did, not we, I did, in reference to this tax amnesty,
Yeah.
I helped quite a few people to do the online thing.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about since March the 21st. And I just checked. Some of us checked this morning, and it still says that the money wasn't paid. It's still showing that the total amount before taxes and fees and all of that is there on the account. And it's at least 21 persons that I helped to do that. And they are beginning to get a little bit worried now because they're thinking that maybe we could be wrong, but they're thinking that maybe that money went into somebody's pocket. Can you give us some kind of clarification, or can you look into that?
We will look
and
into
let us
it.
know what's going on? Because we heard that the IMF is currently or recently been to Grenada and issued a report. We don't know the exact thing, but can you enlighten us, or can you say something about that so I can
I
at least
intend to
put
do
these
that
people's
Friday.
minds at rest?
If you realize I haven't spoken about it this morning, because I have some information I need to read and go through because I don't want to come and misinform the public. So I'll go through it between now and Friday and we'll have a discussion on the findings or the saying or the advice from the IMF in terms of pension, in terms of the same tax amnesty and other issues.
Yeah, can you do you agree with me that if bills were paid on the 21st of March, something should have showed up already
Yes,
into
yes.
the system that
What
the
we
bill is
go,
paid?
I'll do some finding into that also. So Friday I should
Okay.
have some info for you, my friend.
We will be tuning in on Friday to listen to what you have to say.
Yeah, take care.
All right. Can you give that the donation page? I was at the Kings County yesterday, and I'm always blabbing my mouth about Grenada. And there are at least two persons who want to make a contribution, but I didn't have the information with me.
Okay. You could
So
write.
can
You have something to write
can you give
now.
that again?
You have something to write now.
Yes. Go ahead.
The account is in the name of Brian Ashton Brian Lewis.
BRIAN or BRY?
BRI.
Lewis.
And the account number is 3. You writing?
Yes, I'm writing. Go ahead. I'm listening.
3000000. That's 5 zeros.
I got it. Go ahead.
816.
816. Let me just repeat that. 300000816.
Yes.
Okay, good.
All right.
Hello.
On the landline, hello?
Hello, guys. How are you?
We good.
Yeah. Watch, guys. What you all does not understand what's really going on. NNP lost that last election there because of poor social media network communication. And it's still going on. And it's going to happen again because they are allowing the NDC to totally dominate the social media network. and they need to put the house in order right now. If they does not do that, they are going to lose again. They keep talking about how the government is doing bad, and the government, even though the government is doing bad one way, but the government is doing excellently well on the other side through the social media network. This is where NNP lost, and they are heading to lose again in that very sad way. So they have the house in order and put expert guides out there. When I mean guides, I'm talking about both male and female, who can manipulate the social media network also, because you have to be competitive with the NDC party who is dominating. They have done well in the last election, and that same cell of bodies, they are still there. And they are even worse now, because just imagine how very destructive when they put comments and talking about how violent they can be. That only goes to show that those people are paid to do a job, and they are there, and they're going to be there right through. You can't get away from that, so NNP has to put their house in order and make sure that they too have a strong social media network that will be there continuously to do the work for them.
All right, caller.
All right, caller, thank you.
Call on the WhatsApp. Hello.
Yes, good morning. My take on I think that a lot of NNP supporters, they listen to too much NDC propagandists. Because I have a solid NDC supporter who listen to Ride Along, and then they would forward me the crap they hear from Ride Along. And, and when I have to sit them down and say, no, listen, who did you get it from? Stop listening to the propaganda. It's like last week and leading up to the event. It's, Peter David is living. I said, who told you that? What's the facts? She said, well, the guy is an NDC supporter. So they listen and believe the propaganda that is coming from the opposition, And also, my take, from my personal point of view, I think the election, in hindsight, was called too early. We were just coming out of a COVID recession. And I think if the NNP had waited until this year to call the election, we would have won. We might not have won 15-0, but we would have won, because the NDC just barely scraped out a victory. They just barely won. So the information was out there from the NNP. I would disagree with people who say they wasn't putting out the information. They were putting it out there. But if you have NNPIs all plug on to Kim Jones and Ride Along and listening to their propaganda, they get confused, and the information would confuse you. So people have to be careful who they listen to and who they get the information from. So I think, but we have to say, and also a lot of the NNP candidates, they took it for granted. I think they had this more laid back attitude that, victory is ours. It's delivered on a platter. There was no need to knock on doors. There was no need to put boots on the ground. So I think we took it for granted that we were going to win. I thought we were going to win too. But I wasn't too, be honest, although I live in Brooklyn, I wasn't too, worried. But people, the boots on the ground, and I think, as I said, the election was called too early because people were just coming out of a pandemic, and people were still, people wasn't working because of the pandemic and the lockdown, so people vote with the gut, with the belly. And, because and I think that's one of the major reasons why, in hindsight. But there's no doubt about it. Next election, whether it's called today or tomorrow, NDC would come back in power.
NNP.
Okay. Have a nice day, guys. Okay.
That's why I was get vexed with we people and them.
Yeah, you see, the
copy me show link this morning and send it over.
Yes.
But if it's the next side now, they send it. Give me.
Yeah.
I don't want to get that one them.
Yeah,
now what does get vexed?
We all think we helping them. We helping Hassalong and them spew the garbage.
Hassalong?
Yeah.
We have 1 more minute left.
No, we have to lead them with the song.
Yeah, well,
there's so much of people telling me about the song here. Let me lead them with that song.
All right, folks. I'll see you on Friday.
wicked, far too crooked. That is the frequent comment I hear. Too one-sided, underhanded, can't be trusted. This is the opinion, yes again. For their own abuses, they keep making excuses. Housing crack up over. They unleash the lawyer, set up an inquiry just to get Kid Rowley. But they wouldn't sue the false paper screw.